This is a limited series powered by the Work Defined Podcast Network. What is going on? This is Ryan Leary from Work Defined. Have you ever wondered what really goes down behind the cubicles? This is Workplace Misconduct, the limited series based on Fama's 9 to 5 Nightmares podcast where workplace misconduct gets unpacked. Raw stories, real consequences, and frankly, lessons we all need to hear. This series is brought to you by Fama, helping companies screen for misconduct before it's a headline. Check them out at fama.io.
Here we go. This is Ryan Leary and William Tincup. We are broadcasting live from Fama's booth at HR Tech. Got Mike from the ERIN on today, and everyone is wearing red shoes. I want to thank him for doing that because it's a great campaign. And would you do us a favor and tell us a little bit about ERIN?
Yeah, so ERIN's an employee referral platform. At least traditionally, that's what we're known for. We do have a few new products that just came out, but we help automate the employee referral process from referral to payday and help engage the employees to participate more in talent acquisition.
Awesome. All right, so what we're trying to figure out is on two levels. Stories of employees behaving badly or poorly or not in the ways that we want, and then how can we fix that?
Yep.
So let's do the first side. What's your go-to story when someone asks you at a cocktail party?
Yeah. Probably. Well, actually, now if you want a really bad one,
We want the bad. And you can name names. Don't listen to them. Especially if we know them. Name them.
Actually, I actually don't feel comfortable telling the really, really bad story. So let's fall back and let's.
My first employee was arrested for capital murder.
Well, that's pretty good. Okay. That's pretty good.
So you're good.
I had an employee mistakenly show me naked pictures once.
Oh, nice. Of them.
Of them.
Okay.
Mistakenly?
I think they were. It was actually in Vegas. He was trying to show me the view from his room. Like, I've never been in a hotel in Vegas before.
Yeah.
I hope he's not fucking listening.
Can I swear? He didn't do the reflection in the window.
Yeah, no. The problem is you just scrolled too far.
Oh, yeah. No. You don't go too far.
Yeah. So, that's not. I don't know how you minimize that. I mean, we took care of that. That resolved.
Have you ever heard of the rapper Lil Dicky?
Of course. Dave's is like one of my favorite shows.
He's got a bit where he's talking to a girl at a bar, and he's trying to. You haven't heard of me? He puts in you,
and she
pulls up the porn site.
No, that's not me.
I don't do porn.
I don't jerk off mobily. I love that song. What was that song called?
I can't remember.
But at the end, she's throwing away his shoes.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
Isn't that greatness?
Yeah.
All right, so that is first of all, that's
a good story.
So that's
was that your bad story?
Well, that was the one, and there's probably a few other layers to that, but that was just the one of like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened, right?
you scrolled too much. You got us.
I didn't even flinch. I was like, okay, great. This is it's a beautiful view.
Put those in folders.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to talk more about that. But we did. So mostly over the pandemic and even at other times, one thing we have run into, especially with remote employees, is having people have second jobs, which can be so. You know, our general rule is like, look, we're not going to stop your side hustles. Like, go out there and get paid, but you should disclose that, right?
100%.
But if you have a job that would interrupt your work and the expectations of you at any time, or even your availability during the day, then that's not a side hustle. That's another job.
It's competing for the mind share.
100%, yeah, and especially like. You know, when you're a fast-growing startup and you're out there promoting and pushing the product, like, what are you associated with? Is it us? Is it them? Like, so you kind of everybody has to kind of buy into that brand. So again, we don't stop the side hustles, but there were several times when we had incidents of people during the 9 to 5 doing something else, and that's
insane.
It's insane. It is insane, and it's because this is more over the pandemic when I think everybody was just trying to get away with whatever they could. But yeah, like it's and when you find out about it, like the other thing, like you have your suspicions. That's the problem.
It's heartbreaking.
And how do you you have to like really prove it and also prove that it's a problem. So but the reason you start thinking like that is because people aren't giving you their all.
Right.
And you're starting to wonder why, right?
Yeah.
Hey, what changed, right? And it's like they seem distracted. They seem like they're focused on other things. So,
and they are distracted.
And then you're like, and then you start like, you have these like weird things that you see, like what they're talking about on LinkedIn or something like that. And then you start digging in and you're like, shit, like how do I prove? Because you don't want to cut somebody and make a big deal out of something that's not a big deal.
They're taking care of a grandmother or something.
Exactly.
Like
or like
something.
exactly.
Something else is going on in their life. So how do you dig in and prove that they do have a full-time commitment that was not disclosed to you, and even with like the proprietary knowledge that we have of our company stuff, that can be problematic as well. Like if you're doing something during other people's time, like our confidentiality agreements. Like, we're paying you for that time.
Right.
So, technically, it gets really sticky from a legal standpoint, right?
See that.
It's a lot of weird things.
It's an interesting dynamic because a lot of people that I talk to, they don't look at it as you're paying them for their time, for full time, so you want their full attention. Like, I'm getting my job done. It's all good.
Yep.
I'm going to go over here and get my job done as well. But you're still paying them for that time.
But it's like you said, it's disclosure. If I tell you that in the recruiting process and say, hey, I got this thing, whether it's caregiving or whatever the bid is.
Yeah, I'm doing some contracting here. I'm an advisor to this company. Like, disclose it. And like, I'll tell you, the worst thing is don't let it pop up on LinkedIn that you're doing something else. Like what the fuck? Sorry, now I've sworn twice, but now we're talking about beep that out in the post edit. But like, man, I'll tell you, some people.
Well, especially younger generations.
Yeah.
They're just thinking, hey, listen, it isn't one job.
Yeah.
I've got 8 jobs.
Well, and I mean, like, look, it is a mindset too. Like especially post-pandemic with the younger professionals.
Yeah.
Like they do look at it more as like a 9-to-5 than maybe a lot of people would have at startups. Before that, you hear the phrase like work to live, or live to work.
Oh yeah.
The most common thing I see now is more of a work to live, right? So, hey, I give you my 9-to-5. I can do whatever else I want outside of that, which is perfectly fine.
Right.
But, like, the lines get blurry, especially when you have a job that doesn't necessarily have a 9-to-5, right?
Right.
It's just like, hey, like, you can start at 11. I don't care, but, like, we have a job to do.
So you get this, as Ryan and I do. There's no off. Like, when people say, so when are you off? I'm like,
yeah, there
is no off.
It doesn't end, and then when you have rules, especially in a startup, that do have like, hey, we just have a job to do, and that's kind of it.
Right.
It gets really weird, right? Like, so it's hard to manage.
So what can we do solutions-wise? So how do we with the disclosure?
Yeah.
That's.
So I think the easiest thing, which we have actually done, like have a clear policy, right? And again, even with the confidentiality agreements and stuff like that, like you should have proper disclosures of anything else you're working on, just so that there's no blurry lines on who owns what. Right.
This is how we feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So have a clear policy. Make sure. I mean, you need a handbook, right? So you need to make sure your employees actually sign off on that every year. And like, look, we're all people, so like, always treat employees as people because they are.
Right.
But sometimes people think it's easier to like hide something or try to get away with it than to just share it, which I will tell you is not the case. So I think having an open conversation too. I mean, look, I had to talk to somebody very recently about this where I was like, hey, like I don't want to find out through this that you're doing something. So just tell me. I don't have a problem that you're doing it, but when I find out that you're doing something else,
breaks that trust.
It feels weird. Yeah. It feels weird. So so I think have a clear policy. Have a very open communications and set expectations, and make sure your employees are comfortable having this conversation.
Years from now, I'm going to hate this analogy. However, I'll use it. It's monogamy.
Yeah.
Right. Right. You think we're in a polygamous relationship?
Yeah.
I think we're in a monogamous relationship.
Where are we at? Let's set the.
Just let me know if that's the bit.
Yeah, for sure.
I need to know.
Exactly.
But I love your idea about policy. Like, let's get policy nailed down, communicated, etc. And then do the behavior.
And like, actually, don't just put it there, but like share that in your kickoff next year. Like, here are some of the policies that we just want to remind everybody of, right? So, that they know that you're thinking about it, right? Because that handbook can get long.
Years ago, we did this bit. With company-wide, we did this bit called "What's Not Cool."
Yeah.
And everybody could contribute to it.
I like that.
And so we made a document. And then from everybody's contributions, we went through, edited, and all that type of stuff. And then we got people to sign it. So we went around the room and go, okay.
Yeah.
There's about 60 people or something like that. So we could do it like that. But we went around the room and read everything. It was like, are we all saying the same thing?
I like that better than what we are.
Yeah.
Right? Because that is what you are.
Right.
But it's, know how not to piss people off.
Yeah. Well, I like that too, because I think from a more casual standpoint, there's a lot of things that like drive people nuts.
Right.
Like I'll tell you, like putting action items in Slack and then letting it disappear into the ether. And like put it in an email.
I put it in there.
Like, oh yeah, I told you about it. It's like a million other people told me.
We have examples of that.
Yeah, we have
so like
plenty of
I like that even just from like a casual, like everybody's like, hey, like what can make us work better together? Like what's not cool?
I'll send you the document if I can remember, but it's one of them was no grenades. No surprises.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that it's due
no
tomorrow at 3.
No jump balls. No jump balls. Like when you say, hey, this is the thing, and then 10 people are like, well, like I assume somebody else is going to work on it, right? That's
doubles tennis. All I got to do is hit it down the line. I thought you got it.
Yeah, exactly. Then nobody does anything. So you got to call people out specifically and say, this is what I need from you.
Well, dude, what are you trying to get out of HR Tech? What's the goal for you?
I'm continuing to push our employee referral offering, right? So we did just recently launch a recognition platform as well. So we're
very cool.
I mean, very recently, we just announced it like 2 months ago. Have a few customers launching with it as we speak. So
nice.
we're out here kind of promoting more of that all-in-one experience. So anything the employee does as it relates to talent acquisition, meaning new hires or retention, that's kind of where we want to be. We want to be that. Awesome. We want to be that all-in-one solution. So out here promoting that new concept. That's hey, we're more than a one-trick pony, but our one trick is also still super cool. So that's most of the people we're talking to out here that are either customers or soon-to-be customers or are looking for a solution. The employee referral side is still kind of where we reign.
That's awesome. That's
nice.
Awesome. Dude, I know you're busy, crazy busy. Wonderful campaign with the shoes, by the way, the red shoes.
Yeah.
I can see them.
I love it.
I've seen them in my dreams, seen them on my LinkedIn feed. Wonderful job.
I need Puma to send us some free stuff.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Or use branded shoes.
But thank you so much for coming by and sharing your stories with us.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right.